It is a great satisfaction to greet you, and I hope you find yourself well. In today's video we will talk about the following. Your ex broke up with you by text message. If you find yourself in a situation where your ex broke up with you over text, we will talk about it now. Today we will delve into a new phenomenon in which one of the parties ends the romantic connection not face to face, but through an indirect method, such as digital communication or through a third party. Let us begin. It is common to question the real reason behind the breakup. You may also wonder if things might have turned out differently if the discussion had happened in person, where you could potentially have talked him out of his decision. What are the main reasons why your ex breaks up with you through a text message? It all comes down to 4 different reasons. Reason number 1, avoid conflicts. The first reason relates to the conflict avoidance characteristic of an avoidant attachment style. In our experience, the person who wants her ex back tends to display an anxious attachment style, while her ex generally exhibits an avoidant attachment style. People with avoidant tendencies highly value drama-free environments where they can maintain their independence. Naturally, a breakup aligns with your penchant for solitude. However, you might expect to confront your anger in the process. This anticipation could cause him to amplify the avoidance of conflict aspect of his mind, resulting in a decision to break up over text to avoid confrontation as much as possible. Reason number 2, security. The second main reason is related to security. We often advise people to break in public spaces for their safety. In cases of violence, a text message breakup may be the safest option. While this may seem like an overreaction and misplaced, statistics reveal that intimate partner violence accounts for 15% of all violent crimes. This implies that 1 in 3 women or 1 in 4 men have experienced physical violence from an intimate partner. Without making assumptions about your particular situation, it's crucial to note that a history of such behavior may be one reason your ex might choose to break up over text. Reason number 3, emotional immaturity. Essentially, this person may not be ready for a relationship. An interesting part of our ex-partner recovery process is the concept of the courage ladder. We recommend this strategy if you are looking to get your ex back or even if you are looking for a new partner. The value ladder involves leveraging different media. Start with the no-contact rule, then move on to texting, where your goal is to drive value. Once you've established a relationship, you move on to phone calls, further enhancing the value. The next step is a meeting, a medium date and a romantic date. By the time you get to this last rung, your ex will likely be considering reconciling, or you might find yourself in a position to ask them back. This is the essence of the ladder of value, a gradual ascent in which you can only advance to the next rung once you have accumulated enough value at your current level. However, we have noticed that with disdainful avoiders, every attempt to move up a rung is often met with resistance or a headwind. And in case you haven't noticed, this concept of scale of values also applies to your relationship before the breakup. Reason number 4, fear that you will convince him not to leave you. Another reason is that he is afraid that you will charm him into staying in the relationship, especially if your ex with weak boundaries struggles with this. I have noticed more women struggling with it. I mention this because many of you have codependent natures. Their entire world revolves around getting their ex back, and they have structured their lives around this relationship. As a result, they are heavily dependent on their ex and struggle to set boundaries. So this brings us to the million-dollar question: if you're in a situation like this, what the heck should you do? 2. What to do if your ex broke up with you over text? Well, there are several things to do, but always start with the same general strategy that I mentioned above, the concept of a ladder of value. And this starts with the no-contact rule. If you're unfamiliar with this rule, it's a period where you ignore your ex with the intention of surpassing him in personal growth. Getting through it successfully can make them miss you more. The best approach during no contact is to get to an emotional place where you no longer want your ex back. Start by creating a relationship and value through text messages. Once you have established enough value and relationship there, move on to the phone call phase. From there, he progresses to the meeting phase, followed by a romantic date, and so on. The idea is to gradually scale your interactions. This is the general strategy, and I won't go into too much detail here because we've talked about this enough in previous videos. It is a pleasure to help you. If the video is useful for you, please give us a like. Share the video, subscribe and comment. Find more important information in the link below here. Thank you.